Hello, hello everybody. I'm just getting ready here. Checking this audio. Okay. How is my moon tribe? Huh? We have 7 planets in Aries right now. It's a little intense. Just a little. That's why I'm in my little bummy clothes right now. Nothing too fancy tonight for the late night watchers. To start, so we can just kind of hone in and ground together. I'm going to do 3 little dings here with these beautiful chimes. So if it's too loud for you, I just suggest to just dim it down just for a second. I'm going to take a deep breath. Let go of the day. Let's let go of the night. And just one more for good measure. So welcome everybody, my name is Fedra. Welcome to the channel. Today is a collective reading for this very vibrant, fiery moon that we have here. But it's a new moon, so it means new beginnings. And because we have it in 7 planets, it means there's going to be more shedding, if you will. And I know you're going to tell me you've been doing a lot of shedding. You've been doing the inner work, and I totally get it. But this is about rebirth, right? Aries is the start of the zodiac. They are the ones that start things and they tend to finish it. So this fiery energy is about coming into that, seeing the parts of you that need new beginnings and need that reset. And for things that need to fall away with a bang. I don't think anything is going to be unseen in the next moon cycle, so that's for the next 28 days. I brought out my tried and true Game of Thrones deck, but I was called this time to go into money. Aries is also about abundance. They're very profitable in business. A lot of Aries are. And with their fiery nature, they have a good way of speaking and presenting themselves. They are very good about impressions. And they have a beautiful stance. They're generally very dominant. These are all traits, again, of Aries, and that's why we are bringing that into this April season, even though we are almost to Taurus season, which is my season, everybody. And if you do watch Linda Likes Tarot, which is a favorite tarot reader of I that I watch, shout out to her, she's also an incredible Taurus. So we have a lot of this earth and we have a lot of this fire coming up. So let's see. What does the collective need as far as money? All right, there's a little bit of a theme here, which is It is safe for you to receive. Maybe that's part of this change for you all, is to come into being open to receiving what you're worth. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Pay yourself first. There you go. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Block out distractions. There you go, guys. One thing that we got to let go of. We're not going to have room to receive if we're distracted and we miss these opportunities. We miss these openings that can help us grow. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and work environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, so something that's coming up is pretty much a solid. I've got a few that I'm thinking of. And you have the power to responsibly block them out. So yeah, it's about making those hard decisions and saying when it's a hard no and when it's a hard yes. And windfall of abundance. And it's Santa. That's a little bit early here in the season for Santa, but he's there. But look at all the little woodland animals there. We've got that spring feeling. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. I'm going to keep that there. Maybe some of you are really fiery in love right now. New relationships, new beginnings. Maybe you're in a committed relationship and things are getting even more spicier. Maybe planning trips together. Aries loves to travel. Let's see. Ooh. Getting to know each other at the bottom of the deck. See, some of you are meeting new people, getting out there. Or you might find them at a retreat. Ooh. Some of you are on separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So some relationships are still separated or coming to a separation. It's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you might go on vacation, like I was saying, or a retreat. Kind of getting away where it's just the two of you. Really honoring that. I know a girlfriend of mine is actually preparing to go out of town, so maybe this is her energy. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Oh, that sounds like that's owning up to me a little bit. I feel a little called out. Let's see if there's anything else that's added on here. The romance angels are helping you during this period of separation from your partner. This card comes to you as an indication of angelic support as you spend time away from each other. While you're apart, the angels can help you fill your hours with healthy activities, which will help your present or future relationships. This card may indicate a temporary period of aloneness, such as while your partner is traveling for business, or a time in your life when you're single and preparing for your next relationship. It can also mean a marital separation or divorce. Call upon the angels for support and guidance during these transitions. They can help you discover the deep healing to be mined as you spend time alone, which prepares you for the next part of your relationship and journey. And the retreat. The romance angels see that your love life is blossoming as you spend time alone with your partner or by yourself. It appears that you've become confused or conflicted by other people's advice. It's time for you to disconnect so that you can better hear your own feelings and opinions. Yeah. If you're in a partnership spending time together apart from others, this will renew your commitment and take it to the next level. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. The stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes as you are guided to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or not, or him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. So take action by flirting and asking the person out on a date. Okay, you guys, take that step. It's okay. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by explaining in the examples of treating yourself to a luxury massage. Or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. Let's go into Moonology. And again, as you're watching me, definitely press that like button if you want to boost me up into the algorithm. And if you know anyone who would take note of this insight, definitely share them on the replay. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It takes just a second. And if you press the bell, you'll get notified for all the things that I do. So I do these collective moon cycle readings every new moon and full moon. So yeah, new beginnings. A new start is coming. Expect a powerful change. Yeah, these are very dynamic changes that we're coming into. The answers you need are coming. So we got to be a little patient, right? We've got to go through these motions for things to become clear. And it says, work through your fears. For me, that's what I've seen a lot is about learning how to transmute this energy. And a few readers that I watch have been saying that, taking the energy that's coming at you and putting it into, art, putting it into your work, going into the gym. I can't stress that enough. New moon in Scorpio. The card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be a deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. As I said, over 12 planets in Aries, that's going toward beliefs, that's attacking your wounds and facing that. It could be about how you communicate. Yeah. So it's time to let go of grudges if you're holding on to them. Move away from jealousy. Stop being obsessive or overly thinking. Could it be that you're the one being paranoid? And also look at investments. Like it was saying earlier about the money, about it's safe not only to receive, but also learn to pay yourself. Full moon in Gemini. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener right now. You need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. Guys, in this flirting, there's like all this love coming in. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message. Least said is soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Chauvel-Shin put it, your word is your wand. There's also the scorpionic wand, too. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Yep, we gotta really push back from rage at this point, because with Aries, yeah, that's like blackout rage. That's like anger, that's road rage, that's what we're trying to do the goose fraba part. Don't be superficial. Maybe someone around you is flirting and you haven't noticed. If there's a situation that's serious, you need to laugh off the situation and just move on. And job applications have good prospects. So right now would also be a good time, definitely, to look for a new job if that's what you all are looking for. Definitely when it comes to the money too, is also opening to receive that job, right? If we constantly say that there's nothing out there, there's no way to do this, I'm never gonna find that, I don't think it's available, then that's what's gonna come true because we believe it and then we're not even looking for it. So we do have to block out these distractions so that we can receive this wealth. new moon, which we're in a new moon. This is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. And this is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. So your attunement is, I'll see it when I believe it. And if you can see it in your mind's eye, you can see it in your hand. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want, open to receive again. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. Yeah. Like what happened back there, that happened. And you're here now. And you're blessed to be alive. And now nothing but going up is happening. Like my mantra right now is just go forward. Be in the present, but also looking forward. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. Well, yeah. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage, guys, to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, and 1,000 times yes. So if you want to do that with me wherever you are, or say it inside your inside voice, just yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. And this is an important turning point in your life. So you guys better save this, whoever's watching. This is a pivotal time. It's a turning point in your life. So definitely come back later and tell me, was Fedra right? Was Fedra not right? Most likely I'll be right. I'm not saying that I want to be right. I'm just saying just save this for, just like a keepsake. Being like, oh yeah, that's what I was going through back then. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego. And then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, when you pulled this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Well, speaking of positive turnarounds, if you've been paying attention a little bit, my name is Fedra. These are the collective readings, and you may not be an Aries, but we're in this Aries energy, whether we like it to or not. It is going to get uncomfortable before it gets comfortable. We're going to have this pep talk. Technically, astrologically, until like 2030, 2032. But I don't want to overwhelm you. We're in 2026 right now, so this is where we're at together. We need to have that pep talk that no matter what it takes, we're going to get through this. We're getting through this for ourselves, for our family, for our community, and saying it in an exciting way. Enough with this dread and the world ending crap. Like, that's just not, okay? Like, we are in different cycles, and we're so blessed to be here right now. We're able to witness this, and we're able to witness ourselves push us through things that we thought we could not. That's what's going to set you apart from the rest, is this courage. This courage to shift by your free will, to let go of what doesn't serve you so you can fly. So again, my name is Fedra. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers, and I am getting there. I am at 311 subscribers now. And I thank each and every one of you for supporting me. If you wish to donate to the channel, even $5 helps. I've pinned the link to donate to my Venmo. And because it's my birthday very, very soon at the end of the month, I also put in my Amazon wish list, and it's all things for my business. So of course, there's decks in there for the collective readings. And I also do sound healing, so there's a few instruments. So if you want to surprise me, I'd really appreciate it. Decisions to make. That we all do. Yeah, guys. I mean, to pave the way and be the pioneers, we do have to get our hands dirty a little bit. You know, we do need to toil. But we don't have to see it as work. We could see it as co-creating together. We can see it as, you know, burning down the land so that we can fill it with beautiful crops and have healthy soil and have healthy crops and have a healthy harvest. So we have Two of Swords. Some of you are making some, you know, harsh decisions, and you have to do it blindly, which means it's not just going to be about logic, it's going to be about your spirit. You're going to be choosing your paths, and you're going to have to follow that heart and listen to your body rather than just your mind. When a person is blind, they also see the outer and inner realm. So think of that. Think of that parts of you that, you know, I know you're not happy about making this decision, but a decision needs to be made nonetheless. Either way, what's covering you is 10 of coin. So it is going to be fruitful. It is going to be a completion on the physical side, that you will be satisfied with these decisions. You're going to see how fruitful it can be. And you'll also be satisfied with completing this cycle. You know, in the most recent past, a lot of you were very reactive, you know, emotionally. You know, Knight of Cups is very immature. You know, it's someone that does wear their heart on their sleeve. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but as you obviously mature, you do know that you have to learn to be detached. You have to learn to take responsibility for your emotions. You can't be a crybaby to everybody. You can't be an asshole and be raging and insult people. You know, there needs to be balance emotionally. And most recent past, a lot of you had to face that part of yourself. And I've been saying it a lot in these readings about self-care for that reason. The more that we are able to do our spiritual practices of prayer, fasting, going to the gym, taking the amount of sleep that you need, or spiritual baths. I am very big on spiritual baths so that your nervous system can balance out. I don't know which one to go with. Either do I go with the beginning or the grounding, but I think I'll go to the ground. So what a lot of you have learned is Queen of Swords. So a lot of you have been finding strategy. You have been becoming more detached. You've been a little bit more sharp with your words, sharp with your boundaries. You know, been very protective of your family and protective of the boundaries of, you know, your projects, not people really knowing what the right hand is doing from the left. And this is something that is going to assist you in the future for sure. Page of Coin, a lot of you are going to get an opportunity soon. And it's going to be, you know, pay, definitely. You'll have to negotiate. You'll have to stand up for it. Page of Coin is still in that maturity level. So let's say it's more intermediate, and getting fair pay and getting fair credit is definitely the goal. In the near future, we have 8 of Cups. Some of you are going to be betrayed. Some of you are just going to have to walk away emotionally and from people that just don't value you. They don't see you. You know, you got to sometimes walk your path alone, especially when you're misunderstood. So this is where, based on your beliefs, based on, you know, what you want to do in life, at times you do have to kind of walk on your own and make that hard decision. How do you see the situation? As again, Knight of Coin. You want to rush in, guys. You want to rush in and just make that money, make it all happen. You know, you want to just, that's Aries too. You know, you just want to get it all done in one swoop, and that's not how life works. You know, to complete a cycle, it's 1 through 10. So I've said it all my life. Slow and steady wins the race. Shortcuts don't work. They just don't. One thing just collapses over another. So what I would say is, if you're going to start fiercely, make a plan and do one thing at a time, but do it absolutely committed and dedicated. Because this is a knight as well, and knights are noble. Knights don't cheat, knights don't lie, knights keep their promises, they keep their word, they fight to the death. You know, they're noble. So think of doing this work that you're doing, this, whatever your goals are, into nobility, into doing the righteous thing, doing the hard thing. Some people see this as a burden to you, right? Like you've got too many things going on. So drop a few things then. Remember in the beginning, it said to block out distractions. So yeah, there's going to be a part of you that is going to have to make these hard decisions. and say, I can't do everything. What's most important is my happiness and fulfillment in life. That's not being selfish. That's being self-centered. That's being aware of your needs and your desires and your boundaries, and that you're not supposed to please everyone. You're not supposed to just go with the herd. You're not supposed to just do whatever somebody else tells you to do. Maybe you're not supposed to be in the corporate life. Maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe you're supposed to live on a boat. Maybe you're supposed to ride a van and make a blog. Maybe you're supposed to write a book. You know, do the unconventional things, because a lot of people aren't just going to ever believe you can do it until you do it. Like making a YouTube channel and just being consistent at it. Enjoy that. See the blessing of it and knowing that you got to start somewhere. And really put that passion into it. And again, pay yourself first. You know, 6 of coin is getting to over. It's not halfway, because that would be 5, right? But we're not next to 10. So again, we're passing intermediate. Now we got to get better at negotiating. Now you got to really hone in and getting on what you want. Making sure you're getting what you want. Making sure that you're valued for it, that you're getting credit for it in that assertive state. Again, not being an ass, not being demanding of it, really working through that teamwork, building that. It's possible. Outcome is 5 of spears. Like the Moonology said, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. You are going to have to fight. And the reason why you're going to have to fight is to create more experience, to create more wisdom, to really see what you're made of, to really decide who you want to become this year. What is it going to take? What's going to fire up that engine? Is it romance? Is, you know, going on this retreat and getting closer? Is a separation going to be what drives you to finally say, the hell with it? I'm going to be whatever I want to be because I want to be happy. And that may be being happy alone. It may be with a person. You all may find God and find connection and spirituality. You may evoke a spiritual path and finding that intimate connection with God. All of these things are possible. Again, if you are enjoying the reading so far, please give it a thumbs up so we can move up into the algorithm. And definitely subscribe to me. Let's see what the angels say. Sometimes they're a little more gentle. Sometimes they're not. Oh, that's popping out. You know what you need to do. I couldn't have said it better myself. I say it all the time. It's kind of like my motto now, that the cards don't lie. They don't. They may not tell you what you want to hear, but they definitely tell you what you need to know. Okay, guys, it is a divine order here. Everything is how it needs to be right now. And say that again. Everything is how it needs to be in your life right now. Hey, Sarah. So look past the illusion and see the underlining order of God. And thank heavens for that we have that divine direct message right now. That what you're going through right now is ordained. It is a divine order. It's what it is. And you know what to do. You got to trust that inner voice inside you. Crack it open and listen to it loud and proud. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. And it says nurture. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Some of you all, I could feel it. Your inner child is screaming. It wants that attention. It wants to be loved. It wants to be held. It wants to do the activities that everybody said, no, you can't do. You are not going to go any further if you just keep ignoring that inner voice of yours. Both activities are important for you right now. Hella loud. This is so loud. This is like, it's like when you're like shaking someone. I don't like shaking anybody, but I like this. I'll shake, you know. Whatever it is, painting, drawing, poetry, playing an instrument, comic books, video games, skateboarding, surfing, fishing, making a damn sandcastle. I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, I guess that's my inner child. It's just like, yeah, we gotta have fun, guys. Like, that's, we can't keep digging into this pain and thinking that we're gonna find, I mean, yes, you can find beautiful, nuggets of the self in suffering. I mean, I've been there in those dark night of the souls, but I'm gonna tell you now, the light ain't there. The light is through that. The light of saying that I'm gonna hold you, my dear heart. I'm gonna hold you, soul, and I am never letting go again. I'm never ignoring you. I heard you. And you find peace in that. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Divine God's love, the love within, the love for your family, the love for community. And there's a few of you that need to hear this, which is a healthy lifestyle. Eating a healthy full diet, getting adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimum health. What have I been saying? The angels are pointing it out that is also part about having inner peace. Your body is not going to be inner peace if you're eating terribly, not sleeping, smoking. I know you're laughing, Sarah, because you and me talk about it all the time, and we try to be the example, and we're just going to keep saying it. It's even in the cards right now. Yeah, good for you for pointing it out to people. You got to keep doing it and exercising that voice, because it's very serious right now in this country. The health of our people, mind, body, and spirit of the people of this country, it needs to change. We need to learn to nurture ourselves and put up these boundaries of what's happening. And again, you already know what it is that you have to change. You're just coming to Fedra to hear it out. And I will lovingly, obediently express the message because it is a gift that I'm supposed to share and I love to share it, you know, donation or not. But you all do know deeply, and it's just about making that decision because that's what it was. It's just making that final decision. And you know, if you don't do it now, we got 7 planets in Aries right now. I have no idea when they're going to shift. I didn't look into it. But I'll tell you, it'll get much more uncomfortable the longer that you procrastinate, the longer that you deny the self, the longer that you don't put that inner loving in you. So what could be more divine self-care than Kuan Yin? For my birthday, I decided to buy myself a new deck. Not that I don't have enough, I know. But, you know, there's always a new deck. There's always a new energy. I wanted to save it best for last. And as I said earlier, because my birthday's at the end of the month, in the chat is my Amazon wish list for the business. Everything in there is for the business and for you all. So I thank you if you're open to purchasing something for me for my birthday. There's sage and decks and even a few instruments for the sound healings that I do. This is the new deck that I got. The Kuan Yin Oracle. Blessings, guidings, and enlightenment from the Divine Feminine. The artwork is by Zheng Hao, and the main reader of the design is Alana Fairchild. This deck is absolutely beautiful, and I came across it by my mentor. She has this deck, and she also has the Kali deck, which I do too. I did the Kali deck once on here, and it was pretty brutal. So it hasn't been back yet. If you guys really want me to go into Kali energy at some point, let me know in the comments or in the chat. I have not used the cat deck, Sarah, and I actually have been thinking to do a cat theme only. So if you're interested in that, you let me know. But I'd love it in the comments too. So here's the book. This is brand new. I got it today. It's absolutely beautiful. Kuan Yin is a Bodhisattva, which means the enlightenment just as high as Buddha. And it is said that she chose to remain close to earth for all of us. See? Totally new. I didn't even take the paper off. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So let's see what Kuan Yin lets us know when it comes to our self-care. And if you ever all want a private reading with me virtually, simply send me a message via email That is in the description below. You can also contact me on Instagram and send me a message there. Virtually, I can do Zoom or over the phone. And then in person, I have many events going on very soon. And I'll go over that toward the end of the reading. I'm so excited. So two are sisters, sisters of the sun rising, sisters of the star blossoms, and shining lotus. Absolutely beautiful. Shining lotus, I really like that one. They're all gorgeous though. And definitely, if you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up, the live, and share it if you can on the replay. It is good to remember that whilst we each take our own unique journey back into divine bliss and truth, we have plenty of friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find the way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that is wishing to connect more, so with you now. Group energy is powerful. When asked consciously, it can help us expand in the same way that if you were doing any task, many hands could make light work, as the saying goes. While many hands make light work too, your energy can help nourish and lift the energy of others in a group as you are able to carry a high vibration of love in your heart. The ancient Chinese, over 2,000 years ago, referred to the Pleiades as the star blossoms. These 7 stellar sisters work together as a higher consciousness to radiate great love and light on our planet. And they can assist you now to find the light in the groups within which you share involvement. It is service to connect with heart-centered groups that feel good and improve the quality of your life, and to be supported and supporting of such groups, and you are guided to allow this to happen more in your life right now. Solitary practice is an important element of growth and can be extremely powerful, but sometimes group energy is an important element of your spiritual growth too, and you are encouraged to meditate, pray, and chant with groups and communities that resonate with your heart. Sometimes more spiritually advanced souls subconsciously feel that they need to carry the group energy themselves. You are guided to surrender any excessive responsibility to assume your natural cooperation and perhaps even authority in the group from a place of love rather than burden, and to allow yourself to be lifted as well as contributing your light and love to your chosen groups and communities. The Sisters of the Star Blossoms know that group energy is give and take, and that when we allow ourselves to thrive, so too can the group gain energy and grow. You are guided now to balance your involvement with group energy so that you have ample time in solitude to know yourself as a unique divine being, and in group energy on the inner planes, calling on your spiritual guidance that loves you unconditionally, and with group energy on the physical plane through groups that nourish you and love you in a way that feels good for you. This oracle is also guidance to call upon stellar energies that are unconditionally loving and supportive, and the appearance of the stars of the star blossoms indicates that you have a soul connection that can nourish you to higher vibrational consciousness, such as that of the Pleiadians. It's a lot to think about there with the Pleiadians. Sisters of the Sun Rising. You are a highly creative being with the potential to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects, work dreams, and hobbies. The power of collaboration, choosing to work with others in joint projects, allows for synergy to occur where you can grow stronger and become more than the sum of your individual parts, calling in great cosmic assistance and potency. You are guided to remain open to other souls joining forces with you. Just like the Sisters of the Sun Rising that bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors, when you allow for aligned group effort, much that is wonderful that can occur. It is an important part of the spiritual journey to learn who you are and how you work. And often, solitary work is a helpful way to do this. Yet there are times when you are strong enough to work with others without losing yourself or your unique approach to creative endeavors. Collaboration is suggested for you now to allow you to expand your horizons, to meet more people, share your light, and have more fun. Your collaborations may be with spiritual guides or with souls incarnated and coming into your life in the forms of colleagues, friends, and helpers now. Trust your instincts and be discerning in what you accept and what you let pass you by. There will be plenty of opportunities for you as you are open to them. But do trust yourself enough to take a leap and some risks that can feel uplifting for you in reaching out or accepting the offers of others to work together. Sisters of the Sun Rising know that the light can grow strong when souls join together in creative endeavors, allowing different flavors of the divine to come through in each project, making it richer than it would be with one flavor alone. This oracle is also guidance to remain true to yourself in collaborative efforts. You may be struggling between compromise and staying true to who you are and how you work. You don't need to compromise. You need to honor your boundaries and the boundaries of others, and trust that when you are meant to work together, you will find a way not to compete, but to complement, and perhaps also complement each other so you can all shine together. The stars of the sun rising are calling you to find ways not to diminish yourself in collaboration with others, but to dare to become more of yourselves together. If you've pulled this card together with the Sisters of the Star Blossoms, then there is special encouragement to collaborate with others in a group situation or to collaborate on projects involving groups of people. You will receive spiritual support in these endeavors. This oracle also indicates that in any relationship you have right now, there is healing taking place. And if you look for the win-win solution, no matter how tricky it might seem to find that wisdom at first, it is there to be found. You will have successfully collaborated as souls finding healing. Well done. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in the spiritual closet, beloved? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clearer in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny, shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement, unless that is what is in your heart. But it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another or be more open about in your life more generally. It might be a talk with a loved one about some significant feelings that you have kept to yourself, or beginning to be more open about your beliefs and your abilities. Once you put your energy into the world, you magnetically attract like-minded souls into your life, which will then encourage you to share yourself even more. Don't worry if there are those that seem to be challenged or threatened by your beliefs. They don't have to have the same beliefs as you for you and them to be safe and loved and on the spiritual path, which is unique for all of us. Aho. You and others can benefit greatly from you staying true to your heart and at the same time being open to the fact that they will have their own truths that may differ to yours, and that is the way it is. You don't have to convince others or be convinced of anything yourself. All you need to do is listen to your heart. If there is something that you've been holding within, you are guided to listen to your heart for the right time and the best way to share it. Let the lotus light of your own heart, your own soul, your own inner truth shine openly, beloved. Be gentle with yourself and know that you have a right to be here on this planet in your own truth, and that no matter what the response, whether a response of affirmation and love or a response of discomfort, your truth serves the greater good. Trust in the strength of this lotus light shining. It is more powerful than fear or doubt. It will light your way more deeply on your spiritual path of peace, purpose, and power. Well, I feel very complete at the past of midnight here. Again, my name is Fedra. Thank you for visiting the channel. Thank you for supporting me. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I do these moon cycles twice a month for the new moon and the full moon. So the next one will be on May 1st for the full moon. I do have some events, so I will share them on how I'm shining. And if you press the bell, you'll be notified for all the events coming up. On Monday, April 20th, I have Stephanie K, who has been on the channel before, but also Heath will be coming on for Monday Motivation. If you guys have any questions and want to stir the pot in the conversation, we are going to be talking all about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm sure you've heard it about in so many circles, about what this is and about what that is and about the roles and about the energies and all of that. Well, if you want to have Heath and Stephanie's opinion and you have questions to ask or just want to join the conversation, we would love to have you on the 20th. That'll be Monday at 8 o'clock starting here on the channel live. And then the next day, on Tuesday, the 21st, I will be doing in-person tea and tarot. We're going to spill all the tea at the Bay Lounge in Brandon, Florida. And let's say if you don't want to do tarot, but you're curious about sound healing, on the 25th, I will be at All Five Elements in Largo, Florida. And All Five Elements is a kava bar, and I'll be doing a sound bath for 1 hour with Heath. It's only $20 a person. There will be a huge psychic fair that day, so definitely come earlier in the day to enjoy tarot and mediumship. I will be saving my energy for the sound healing, but I will be there, so if you want to come hang out, have a drink and talk, please join us. It's going to be wonderful. I have a great time every time. And if you're not in Florida, no worries. I will be doing that live as well, so you can enjoy the playback there. All right. As usual, thank you so much to all of you. This has been a wild month already for my birthday. Many things to observe about it with Aries. And again, just hone in on taking care of you. And again, if you ever need a private reading with me, please contact me. That's in the description below. Have a great night, everyone. I love you, Moon Tribe.